Well, here are Chablis babies. They were a week old yesterday, but since yesterday was Christmas, I hope you understand, I did not want to do pictures and videos. I was hosting about 15 people for dinner. And I probably will do updates on Mondays just because Sundays are kind of a day of rest and a day for Mike and I to just be together. So I will probably do these on Mondays. So let me tell you who's who here. We've got, oops, get my finger in there. Let's see if I can go up. This is Hugh. You can see they've really changed over a week's time. He's got the color here, a little color there. It's very light. Getting some nice pigment in though. Beautiful. And then little Hexie, the one and only tricolor little girl. There she is. Yeah, Miss Yawning. All right, and then Hayes, who is the smallest of the boys. This little guy right here. Oh, stretch and yawn. He's got color on his head and a little spot on his back. I think you can see that in the video. And then the teeniest, tiniest of the litter, little Miss Holiday. Chablis always tended to have one little bitty girl. And in fact, we just doggy sat her last, a little girl from, not her last litter, but maybe 2 litters ago. She's darling. She's got the most color of any of them other than the tricolor. She's got lots of color. That nice champagne color on her head. And then there's Hogan. There he is, very beautiful. And the way I can tell him is he's got this, if I can get them to lay down, little dot on the back of his head. And that helps me know that it's Hogan. And then last but not least is Hercules. And I tell Hercules apart from the other bigger one because he's got quite a bit of champagne on his head compared to Hugh. So there he is. Beautiful babies. We moved them from the smaller plastic kennel. It's not really a small kennel, it's big, but it's not as big as this. And they're in one of these kennels right now. And as soon as they turn a week old, I usually move them because then they're too big to fit through the holes in the kennel. But there's more room for mommy, so she's more comfortable, but there's also more room for the babies to get away from mommy, and they cry a lot because they can't see yet. Their eyes are still closed, so it's harder for them to find their way to mommy. So we're constantly coming over and putting the babies back together. But in another week, their eyes will be open, or week and a half maybe, and then they'll be maneuvering around just fine on their own. But you can see this is pretty much what they do most of the time. The fact that they're laying in such a nice little row for me is amazing. They usually all pile up on top of each other and make it really difficult for me to get a good picture. So there you have Chablis' beautiful babies at 1 week old.